It's in the game.
EA Sports is in the game.
on the blue, Albertson Stadium in Boise, Idaho. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Oregon State Beavers and the Boise State Broncos. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Well, guys, Coach Danielson told me before the game, they are so fired up for this opportunity for their wide receiver here today. He has had one of the most productive seasons in school history, and today he can put his name at #1 in the history books with receiving touchdowns. They want to go to him early and often in the red zone. Now, keep in mind, the defense knows this too, so I expect a battle back and forth. We'll see if he's able to get that record here today. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Beavers headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So the Boise State Broncos offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Quickly out to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Everett. Makes the grab. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Let's talk for a second about Boise State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
The Broncos have their offense in high gear. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Makes the grab. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Wants to throw again. Look out. Blasted as he lets it go. And he's stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. And the Broncos, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Throws quickly. Touchdown, Boise State! A great catch and run for 6. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Beavers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leaving Jesse going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Beavers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
With the catch, it's Hope. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Hand it to the back. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the Beavers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking for a man. It's Dortch. Finds his man. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The fake and wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds a man on the left. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You've got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
That's caught. It's Sims. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Just keeps slinging it. Makes a catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
and he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Drives inside. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Tells the run, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Turning on the Jets. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Max going for the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Keeps it on the bootleg. Oh, pressure's coming. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos! Getting set for the point after.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Going over the top. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Trying to squeak through the pile. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And a lot of...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. The give on 4th. There he goes. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Dortch. They're all over it. And he avoids the sack.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence.
Makes the catch and he's free. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. The Beavers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And the Broncos headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. It's intercepted. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Oregon State. A pick six. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he made the extra point without problem. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the screen. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. To throw, it's Everett. Turns it upfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Timeout taken by Boise State. Second time they've stopped the clock here in the half. They'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush right in his face. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Second and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snags it. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Long way to go on second down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Left side is Hope. The Beavers using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on third. Makes the grab. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Dortch. Reels it in. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. What a disappointment. No good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Drops back on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the Mississippi State Bulldogs. And it's the Gators in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. And now back to your game in Boise. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Beavers head coach at the half, he said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sells the run, looking to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game. You saw a great example of that.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Takes this handoff and headed to the right.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That falls incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And that is no good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game.
When you look back on games, you look at missed opportunities. And that's 6 points right there that this field goal unit has missed out on. Bad operation, another missed kick in a tie football game, these really hurt.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. After the misfire on that 52-yard field goal attempt, they'll put it in play from their own 35. Got a little space. Turning it on. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Hands it off on the counter. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gaps.
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Right at the line. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Sets his feet. It's Everett. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. This time they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Out wide right, it's Sims. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Bunch formation for these receivers. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Caught. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! They take the lead here in the 4th.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, here on the Beavers sideline, I can see a big-time decision looming right now with the coaching staff. They need this field goal. They need to rely on their kicker right now, but he's already missed in this game, so I can see conversations happening. The kicker is working into the net right now, trying to keep calm and cool if they do call his number. We'll see what they decide. I'll keep you posted. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Trying to move them on the counter. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Moving the pocket, it's Dortch. Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for running room. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Pulls it. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. The play fake. The quick game. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Beavers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw one first. Right down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Firing toward the end zone. And his throw is incomplete.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. Quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Dortch. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in. Well, the kicker's 0 for 3 right now in this football game, and we're going to find out just how mentally tough he is. We've got some football still to be played. They're going to need him, but he needs to get right in his mind. He's got to find somehow, some way to get his confidence back.
Swamped immediately.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
And the Broncos line up to punt it away. Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. They bring the punter onto the field now, and he really needs to get away a good kick here. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Found a little running room on that one, picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Under pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Moves the pocket. It's Dortch. Rushes on, and he gets rid of it.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Beavers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Fresh center downs going to the air. Finds the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they use the timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Look out! Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Timeout taken by Boise State. Second time they've stopped the clock here in the half. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. He wants to throw it again. Escapes the pressure to his right. Past the 45. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Second and long here. Back to throw, it's Everett. He's got it. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Broncos! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. First play of this drive. Quickly to the tight end. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Finds his big tight end. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Snatches it on the right. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Beavers will have it 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw. It's Dortch. Oh, pressure's coming. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
This late in the game, 4th quarter, go time. We got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's 3rd down coming up, but we got to put this thing in.
Got some room headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Unleashes to the end zone. can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, and I think you got to feel comfortable now. You shot your shot. You went for it. You went for the win. Now, I think you tie this game. You try to win this thing in overtime. I know you wanted the touchdown. You're so close, but with this little bit of time left, kick that thing and tie the ball game.
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. You're going to hear guys